guys, you knew it was coming, you knew it was about time before I got behind here on another speaker review. And of course guys, you know me, I love to do these kinds of reviews. So today we're going to start up a two-part different type of review. Part one, we're going to be taking a look at the brand new speakers released by Soundcore, and then part two will basically take off the second version of that speaker. Now, Soundcore has released two brand new speakers for this year. They are of course the Soundcore Rave Neo 2, a follow-up to the original Rave Neos, which is one of my more popular videos on this channel, and of course the Soundcore Rave Party 2, which is a follow-up to the standard Rave that they've made. Now, both speakers are available for sale, so for today's video, we are going to take a look at the first one, the smaller one, my personal favorite of the two, the Soundcore Rave Neo 2. I'm going to talk about everything you need to know and what I like and what I don't like. So, let's get it going. Alrighty, so let's get right down to it. Now, taking a look at these speakers, they are essentially very similar to the Rave Neos, the standard Rave Neos, which I have right here, and also another pair on this side. But here's the thing though, here's the difference between the original and the new one. For starters, they have a brand new, slightly bigger design because there is a lot more hardware going in on the inside. I'll discuss all that. But at first glance, you can see they have the brand new Soundcore logo across the grille. I personally am not really a big fan of this. I just like it nice and clean so you can see the lights. It doesn't take away, but it'll probably fade off in time, or if you really don't care, you can always just get some rubbing alcohol and probably just wipe it off. But it has the Soundcore branding right at the top. It now has three different drivers. It has two tweeters and one woofer, which are, I believe, the same dimensions as the original. They also have a new light feature, which is the Light Sync 2.0, which has for more deeper and accurate colors, so it can support even more combinations. And of course, it also matches now with the tweeters, whereas before, it was only the woofer that had the lights and sound. Now, at the top, we do have a lot more features going on above. We have the PartyCast, Bluetooth, we have the power, bass, the light features, you've got your volume, you've got your Soundcore play and pause. However though, the play and pause and the volumes have a little bit more of a bump to them, whereas the last ones were more flushed, so now you have more tactile feel when you press the buttons. And then of course the light button just kind of cycles through all of their various different colors. Now, taking a look at the handle, they've also redesigned the handle, whereas the last generation model had more of a strap fabric mesh. This one is more like a synthetic leather type of foamish material. It is very premium and durable, but I will not lie to you, I kind of actually like the fabric design a lot more, but that's just me. Now, flipping it around, we also have a new redesign for where the passive radiator is in the back that helps with better airflow, so that way you get a better bass response, whereas before it was more open towards the end. Now the entire piece has been opened up so you get more better airflow for the passive radiator. In the bottom, you also have your ports. You've got a USB-C port for input only. I kind of wish they would have made it an output, because it seems we're going in that direction where USB-C is becoming standard for both charging, syncing, and also for reverse charging. But it does have a USB with Anker's IQ charging. And lastly, it also has a 3.5 input, which is great to see on a speaker nowadays, considering they're trying to get rid of them. And lastly, when it comes to the weight, it is very light and portable, so you won't have to really worry about this thing taking up too much weight. It is on the heavyish side, but it's slightly, I would say, a little bit lighter-ish compared, because of the strap being a little bit more thicker, so it kind of does take some of that weight off. And then at the bottom, you have your rubber grips and legal guff. So overall, when it comes to the details of the speakers itself, this thing is incredible out of the gate. It takes everything that the original did and improves on it even more. Now let's talk about the specs. So again, as I said before, it has two tweeters and a woofer for nice separation and detail. It has a passive radiator in the back for a big bass. It also is spouting Bluetooth 5.3. It is also, of course, able to support two devices being synced at the same time. They do have, of course, a Bluetooth mode, where of course you can use the aux and then Bluetooth. But now it also has a brand new feature, well, not really new, but it's new for this speaker, PartyCast 2.0. Now PartyCast 2.0 is able to take everything that the original PartyCast was with in terms of syncing your speakers up. Now it is able to sync the speakers even better. So for starters, the 2.0 system is a lot more stable than the previous PartyCast system. It can handle 100 plus devices, so even more than the original, which was able to do only 100, which again, if you could get 100, that's incredible. But now it can do even more than 100. On top of that, it keeps a nice flow that's consistent. It doesn't deteriorate, it doesn't distort, and it makes everything feel more clean and vibrant from the start. Overall, when it comes to the spec, it is everything that you would expect and more. Now let's talk about the sound quality. If you guys know my speaker reviews, you know I love this part. So let's hear some samples and let's compare it with the original Rave Neo. Now, of course, with all my speaker reviews, you know me. I don't just like to do one, and that's why I always go for two, so you guys can hear what they sound like together. So we're gonna do another sound sample, but there is one other thing to point out, that these do not only have PartyCast support, which makes them sound in a mono setup, but you can actually create a stereo pair by holding the Bluetooth button for 2 seconds on each model, and they will form a left and right channel, so you can get a nice separation and better detail and create a stereo pair. So let's listen to them again, this time in stereo pair, and compare them to the original Neo. Sound incredible. They are better than I thought they were gonna sound. Because they now have 2 tweeters, you have better details in your trebles and mids, but the bass has gotten an overhaul. Where the originals did have a nice bass, it did at times sound just slightly little muddy, whereas this time around it is a lot more clean and crisp, and a lot of that has to do with the redesign in the back for the passive radiator, where it has better airflow, so that way the bass response is a lot more vibrant. It doesn't feel like it's just flowing out. It's smooth and consistent, but the sound signature itself, even with the bass up technology on, is incredible. It sounds detailed, crisp, clear. It gets loud because it has 80 watts compared to 50 watts from the original, so that means it's got 30 watts more of power inside, hence why it's bigger. And lastly, just to end it off, these things sound incredible in stereo pair. There is so much detail and separation going on that I don't even think a video is going to be able to do this. So when it comes to the sound qualities, not only are they better, not only are they even better than before, but they sound amazing. Now, of course, is the PartyCast. When you hook these up with PartyCast, this time around, it's a lot easier. You just have to press one button on the Rave Neo 2, and then you press it on your other model, and that syncs it up right away. Now, there is something to note though, because it is using PartyCast 2.0, the 2.0 speakers that are getting PartyCast will be able to sync with just a click, whereas the original ones you had to double press and others. But thankfully, it is backwards compatible with all PartyCast speakers made by Soundcore. All you have to do if you want to make this the main one, just press it and then double tap, then turn on your PartyCast speakers for your other models, and they will sync up 100% just like new. Now, you guys know in the last video, I synced up all my speakers. Well, we bought a lot more since then, so if you got a lot of speakers like me from Soundcore, you may be able to do this. Last thing to talk about, of course, is the app support and battery life. Real quickly with battery life, it is incredible. These are rated at 18 hours, but when you turn the lights off, you can get an additional couple hours. Me, I found that these last around 15 to 16 hours, so not terrible, because I do use them at a moderately louder volume than most people probably would, because of course when I party, I like to rock the house. But they are incredible when it comes to the battery life. When it comes to the app, this time around the app is a lot better this time for the speakers. For starters, you now have the option to enable PartyCast in the app. It is a feature that they now have brought over with the new speakers. They also have the light support, which has brand new different choices. They're a lot more customizable. You do have your firmware update where you can update your firmware. It also has the dual connection where you can connect two devices at the same time. So if you want to use two phones, you can connect that up. And then of course it has a little DJ feature where you can use the lights and spin and other things. But overall, when it comes to the battery and app, it is the signature Soundcore that we kind of already know. So overall, what do I think of the Rave Neo 2s? Well, listen guys, I did the Rave Neo, the original, and I loved those little speakers. They were portable, they packed a great sound, and I really enjoyed them. And they have been my main speakers for every summer party. When I got the Rave Plus, they were a step up, but I gotta tell you guys, the Rave Neo 2s are not only now going to replace the original Neos, but they've taken everything that has worked with the original and improved on them. From the features, to the app support, to the sound quality, everything. There is a lot of positives here, and the fact that these things come in at $150 up to $170 if you buy it on Amazon, these things deliver incredible value, and most importantly, they deliver in every area you're looking for. Now, of course, there are some negatives, and I did notice a few negatives that I want to point out. These speakers are capable of handling nice high quality sound. I would have liked to have at least seen some type of support for high res. Now I know if you're a party person, you're not gonna care about this, but if you're paying $180, I would at least like to see the option of maybe LDAC. They did put it in a $100 pair of earbuds in the Space 840, which you can check out my review on that. So I would have liked to have seen some type of high-res like audio, somewhat marketing, or even implementation into a speaker of this caliber, at least get that. But with that being said though, I do really like these speakers. I highly recommend them if you're looking for something small and portable, but I really am a big fan that they really did take everything that worked with the original and improved on them on this model. I not only recommend them, but if they go on sale, that's even better. So overall, when it comes to these speakers, I highly recommend them. There's no question about it. Definitely get your hands on a pair if you can, and you can buy them on Amazon. I wish they were on the website because Soundcore website is a lot better when it comes to warranty. But overall, I recommend them. There's no question about it. If you're looking for something small and portable but packs a punch, definitely take a look into these and definitely check them out, guys. They are worth your money. If you enjoyed this video and if you enjoyed all the information, please hit the like button. If you dislike the video, you can hit the dislike button. That helps recommend my videos as well. As always, everyone, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you all on the next episode. Have a great rest of your day, guys. Take care, stay safe, and stay tuned for part 2 because we're going to take a look at the Big Brother model called the Rave Party 2. We'll save that for next time. Have a good night, everyone, or a good day. Take care, and peace!